Welcome everyone to another edition of Living Simply and Fun. I'm just trying to find out why the fudge. I mean, in the last video, we didn't have this whole live chat thing, where it pops up and says, "Ooh, abide by standards, blah blah blah." I mean, I for one want that freaking thing to be basically, uh, you know, etc. etc. Let's just do. I've deactivated the chat thing for a second. Basically, I'm playing with it, and so I was just hoping that something had happened. All right, so let's talk about a couple things. Well, first of all, I want, as I explained in the part one, the triggers are pretty bad. Okay, when it comes to triggers, Chloe knows how to get that on under anyone's skin. Now, I'm not blaming Chloe at all. What I want to say is the triggers for me are so bad. It's no gulping, no this, no that. And then I get triggered to the point of, you know, trying to explain to someone, and this is where part two comes in, trying to explain to someone, you know, the issues surrounding certain things. Like Chloe said in part one, it's not a good idea to take a deal and get some food. Now, I know one of the triggers today was the whole razor blade shaving cream and food. Thing is, I know she wants to eat out, be equal like me. But as you got some of these people in the world that turn around and they say stuff like, they turn around and they say stuff like, oh, well, you can't be equal because they're just a bastard in a dress or, whatever. I mean, literally, the problem with these people is, you know, uh, you know, that if I'm gonna do something, okay, let me put it this way, okay, I'm gonna just say it in easy terms. If Chloe isn't with me, if I said to Chloe, I'm taking the ferry over, I'm gonna spend all day. Let's just say hypothetically, I went over, I didn't tell her I was gonna commit myself to a mental hospital. They say, oh no, you don't qualify. I leave. Or what if I go to Walmart, right, myself? I'm like, okay. Or let's just say hypothetically, okay, Chloe checks herself into a mental hospital. Let's just say hypothetically she's staying at the local hospital wing, or they decide to transfer, and I have to do the shopping, right? That's where I could sit down and have a meal by myself without any trouble. Now, if Chloe's with me, I have to take care of the meals. Now, one of the things I don't like about the island living is there's not very good selection. Now, what I want, like a famous bowl, for example, I'm gonna sit there and tell, if I'm over on the other side of the water, I'm gonna be like, hey, dude, well, this is the bus schedule. I'll go get me a famous bowl. Chloe's with me. It's what about me? Fine, I'll get some $3 or whatever. No problem. But the thing is if I'm by myself, I'll be just like, dude, I'm gonna get me a sub sandwich or whatever. You see, thing is, if you're with someone, you got to look after their needs too. If they're not with you, that's a different story. The thing is sometimes, I mean, the whole trigger with me is as finances. Okay, I'd like to share with you the triggers and the finances. Okay, my finances are balanced out pretty proper. I got people that sit there and say no, it isn't. Otherwise, you would be better off. Now, the thing is it goes like this. Okay, when it comes to that little honey right there holding my service dog, I am proud of her, but I'm not proud of her for the reasons that you think so. One of the things that I'm not happy about is, and everyone knows, is the whole uh the financial thing. One of the reasons Chloe lost cash assistance, and this is a finance reason, some dumbass or dumbasses, we won't go into names, turned around and basically said she wasn't paying her chores, paying her utilities, paying her bills. When the guy went to talk to the manager says, oh, it comes off of Rita. Rita pays it all. Guy asked me about it. I said, she gives what she gives, and whatever she gives, whatever she feels like. Apparently, the cash assistance that she's supposed to get, this is how it works, all right, isn't supposed to go for food. Food stamps goes for food. The cash assistance that Chloe's supposed to get, let's just say Chloe gets 200 this area. Let's just say the state pays a flat 200 now. It's like $3 difference. They base it on what she pays.
reason why that neighbor is saying that though is because, she doesn't like me. That neighbor has never liked me.
Well, the manager basically explained it, but there's also other issues, like the middle, like for example, okay, and yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. For example, it wasn't just the neighbor; it was middle places. Middle places like Grant or Columbia Valley or Catholic or Conflu. They all turned around and basically stated that Chloe's basically wasting her money. I mean, literally, and then they put in her medical record, which they have. Chloe has financial trouble. Oh, I can't wait to get my next cash payment so I can, in one of her medical records, I'm not going to go into details because I don't like triggering her. Stated, well, I'm hoping I get my cash assistance so I can buy a new hoodie dress. It's in her freaking mental hospital. I think it was a second hospital.
And they said that because they wanted to screw me over.
Well, all I'm going to say is this, all right? When the guy found out and talked to me directly, he sent a note to the new social worker who was going to keep her in a cash system. But this time around, they wanted to point, Chloe knows this, right? Right?
Yes.
I hope you understand it. They wanted to basically put her under a guardianship or a pay status, which means like what's that one place? The Salvation Army would be in charge of her food stamp and her cash. And basically, she can go to any medical place she wanted to. But basically, Chloe didn't want to go through this much loopholes just to get cash, And they were going to be the ones that was going to cut a money order, for part of the rent and stuff. So when basically the social worker said, well, what's Chloe doing with it? Because it's a strict rules. Electricity, internet and phone is cell phone, basic $20 phone is what they allocate, or government phone for free, which they could get her, which means they can set her on a government phone. Then rent. And then, if you have a water or garbage bill, that's included, utilities. But instead, when they were going through Chloe's paperwork, they said, oh, she doesn't pay anything for rent. We better check on it. Former manager says, out now, Rita cut everything. That's where they were planning to give her $100 less. And they went to the electric company and found out Chloe never paid much or any. So they're like, oh, $0.
Even though I actually did, it's just that it was the way I paid for it was pretty much something that they didn't want.
Yeah, they're like Chloe said. If Chloe turned around and was on the lease, okay, and decided to cut her check for a money order, $100 per month. Let's just say it's $100. She pays her $100. She lives there for $100. Then that's fine. And then let's just say she has an additional $100, right? And she decides, okay, I'm going to take and pay $60 for the internet. There's $40. She says, well, I have $40 left for electric. She's on the electric bill. So technically, the electric bill, they would just say, okay. But the problem is with her and her no cash is, that she wasn't showing. Now, if she went ahead, okay, and said, I'm going to pay $100 in the electric bill because it's in her name as well as mine, okay. She put $100 towards that $100 in the internet. That would have been fine for the companies because there's bills in her name. That's why they want to know it. But because she had no bills in her name in Moses Lake or whatever, they're just like, fuck it, So they took her off. So because of it, they sit there and they're basically putting a burden on me. And so people sit there and say, well, Rita, you're going to snap or you're going to die from whatever. And this is why I'm doing part 2 about the economy. Now, one of the problems with the economy is, and I want to share this with you all, I love all of you, is, I've been trying to get a hold of some stuff for Amazon Express. I got everything lined up for next month. I mean, toilet paper and shaving cream, okay? Now, I got to get some extra mac and cheese boxes, but I want to go through the best prices possible. I mean, right now I can get $3 a box, but is it going to be cheap? Let's look it up. Is it going to be cheaper by buying it on $3 a box, or is it going to be cheaper to buy it at Walmart.com at a cheaper price? I mean, literally, I'm having my stuff shipped in so I don't have to pay. So, I'm sorry. I'm going blind, so technically I have a hard time typing at times. That's why I'm flinching. So, okay, so while I'm talking to all of you beautiful people, so for $10.41, it says free pickup or 2-day shipping. I could buy 3 boxes of that, which I had recently, and it wasn't that good. I had some white cheddar recently. There's a 3-pack. It's sharp, which I want to try, which is $9. So free pickup, free shipping. Okay. Then they got Parmesan White, which I've never tried yet, which seems pretty good. So if you look at the mac and cheese 3 box, you only got you got 3-pack or 3-pack. So what is it this time? So the other day, Chloe turned around and hurt herself on her arm tearing it open. That's why
the other arm it's hurting and it's a muscle pain.
Oh,
I got instruction oh.
Want some 4 of these? Take some water with it. Anyways, bottom line is I had to use some of my special cream the other day for her so she could have a little less pain. It's a hair removal type cream, but problem is with her, she, this is why people sit there and say, does she hurt herself? I told the crisis team yesterday, yes. They say, oh, well, that's the sign of borderline. Bipolar doesn't do that, but borderline will. They'll hurt themselves. And I said, the lady took a tin can, this little tobacco can. Lady said, yeah, it's borderline. That's not autistic. She says, I have not seen an autistic person yet whack herself. So she must have borderline at a young age. Yeah, see, this is the stuff. But anyways, back to finances, okay? So technically what has happened is, with the cash assistance being gone, and then Chloe's family saying get medicated. She's tried 2/3 of meds. They don't work. And then, there's 2 sides of the story. Chloe says first they don't work, then they work. Then they don't work, then they work. And I sit there going, well, what the fuck is it? Does it work or doesn't work? I mean, I'm like an Aaron. Does it work or does it not work? Not to scare you or anything. I mean, you get my idea. Aaron would have done the same thing. Does it work or does it not work? Bopple. Hey, okay. Let's get into it. I got a couple other things to do. Whoops. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. Right. Here we go. All right. So, well, let's talk about a few other things. I was gonna do a podcast, but here we go. I'm always trying to figure out which one has the better antenna. Definitely not that one. Definitely not that one. Definitely not one. Ray, can you tell me about some economics 101? How much is a candy bar? $100. $100 for a candy bar? I mean, that's expensive. $100. $100 for a candy bar. Is there anything else that's expensive? Definitely $100. $100. That's just too much money, Ray. I mean, come on. $100, $100. Well, what about one of those compact cars? How much are they worth? About $100. All right, Ray. Let's talk some business sense, okay? Sony Watchman needs to be replaced. Portable TVs. I need something that's compact that can take with me. This is what we used to call a purse or bag TV. The ideal TV was one of these. Now, I haven't found a portable color television yet that is worth its lick of anything. I mean, I see these ones that are 7 inches, and it's like, can't we find a portable TV that's actually worthwhile? Or, I mean, I've been looking for something that's affordable, that's not like a tablet. I mean, if I want a tablet, I will buy a tablet, right? So let's talk about portable TVs online, okay? There's 1,000 results, and it says 1 of 40, I don't want best match. I want freaking, but the thing is, you look at Walmart, right? Built-in DVD players and everything else. I just want a portable TV. Right there. See, portable TVs. Doesn't anyone cut down the 485 choices? All right, here we go. So, some of the things I want to tell you about for portable TVs that I'm looking for. Definitely looking for portable TV. Definitely portable TV. Yeah, okay, Ray. Okay. Let's just put your TV here, Ray, and let's talk. Portable TVs, I'm looking to buy one, but I also know if I buy one, I have to have one that fits properly. I need something that I don't have to have a detachable stand to, like my flat screen TV or computer screen I use here, because I mean, well, let's go through some of the features. Okay, let's go through best match, which we're not going to do best match. That's special buy, and let's do load high price. Okay. Load high price Walmart specials. The Walmart specials. See, look, they're basically charging cables. All right, so can we just skip the cables? $52 for a DVD player VCR. I don't need a fucking DVD player. Now they're basically lower is $485. So let's skip this, okay? We go down here, we got access. It's got a funny looking thing. Every TV that I'm looking for is basically one of those TVs, and I'm looking for one with a rechargeable battery. I mean, I need a rechargeable battery, and I need something that doesn't sit on a stand. I want a TV I can carry with me. I can use it everywhere. I want to sit there and use it. Definitely looking. Well, exactly. I mean, you got all these freaking TVs right here, right? And then that's the problem with the market saturation. The market saturation is so bad that Amazon used to have a few items. Then they turned around and the economy went and boomed with more items. Now they have millions of items. Scoping out stuff, for example, like TVs. And you see all these TVs, and you're like, you want something that you can carry with you, like a tablet, but you can also carry with you that's not on a stand. So you see stuff that are 12-inch tablets and, whatever, like this one here is like 11.6, and, Quan Shop in China. And it's like, I don't want to buy a Chinese made. Well, they're all Chinese made, but point is, I don't want to pay that kind of money for it. And then you have DVD players and, so, then like, for example, you're looking for something small. Like I remember RCA made some really good digital TVs, Now you look at the RCA TVs that are digital, you can't find TV. What do I get? Oh, just to scroll through it. Nothing. And it basically right there, in my search, when I say RCA, it's now showing me there. So 3 offers of an RCA widescreen with detachable antenna. You see? That's perfect. Then they got an RCA indoor digital antenna for $10, which looks pretty decent for the reviews. But anyways, if you look at the TV, you're looking for an RCA TV, this is what you get. And then you just scroll through it. Now, they like new, like unit shows virtually nowhere, 170, Thing is, you can find it probably cheaper on eBay, but, the point is I'm looking for, that. This looks pretty cool, $9.99. That looks really good. Add that to my cart. So, okay. Not looking for a RCA widescreen TV. Instead, I ended up looking up something else that looks really cool. So back to the economy. Basically, one of the things I want to share with you all, I love all of you, by the way. I love you dearly. Everyone in my subscribers and followers. One of the things I want to share with you all, because you mean a lot to me is, well, what is it in my cart that I have 8 items to? $90. What am I buying that's $90 worth? Doesn't show. Just show some other crap. Can we just get into my cart? I mean, look. I mean, if I'm gonna look at other junk, it says add to cart. I want to know what we got in here. Okay. Apparently we got Lucy, Lucy 2, Lucy 1, Smokey and the Bandit, Lucy, and Star Wars: The Force Awakens. So how is it? Let me do that. How the hell is it that there's that? Is there anything else in there besides this? I mean, Isn't there something else in there? Oh yeah, The Force Awakens complete series. So right now I'm trying to scroll through it and it's kind of lagging. Okay, so we got episode 8, the complete set 7. You know, and 7 is The Force Awakens is 7, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then we got 8 right there. 9 has
Last
come out.
Jedi.
Yeah, so 9 has.
The one I was talking about too is I want to know if you got was Rogue One, which is this. It's a Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Yeah, it's in there. It's in my backup right here of other stuff in my buy later thing on my buy shop for later. So you know it's easy to find. Okay, so what? Like I said, so anyways, back to my story about the economy. Okay, now I love all of you, and like I said, I'm looking for this one's untested. You know, but the thing is, I wanted a certain brand. There we go. So I've been, oh, here we go. Widescreen, $40. Wow, is that what I'm looking for? That looks cool. Yeah, here we go. So I'm looking for a portable TV that can take with me. Ray and I are looking, and so every time I look for these, no signal and parts. Yeah, a guy probably threw it across the room, right, Ray? Definitely not good. Definitely not good. So here we go. So I found some portable things. This is an Accent, but there you go. This is buy it new, brand new. You see, brand new in the box. RCA, definitely like that RCA. That I've been looking at the RCA for a while, and I keep looking at it, thinking it might be the perfect little TV to go. But 7 inches is just a little too much. Well, what's the Well, Ray, well, what's the other TV? Definitely the other TV is there. Does that don't come with a rechargeable battery, you think? Don't know. I thought you knew. Definitely don't know. Well, let's look. What does this come with a This one's new, right? Digital TV power cord. Need a power cord, I guess. And all the pictures. Well, all I care about is if it's got that thing. Does it any attachable antenna, but does it have a battery in it? That thing, does it have a battery? Great picture. Campbell frame used very few times. Oh, so you're selling something you claim you. Can we get something? Does anyone know about the battery? $175. Okay, 7-inch. Definitely. Got a battery in it. Here we go. TV rechargeable TV tuner, flip out 10. You see, there you go. Backyard just to watch it. There you go, Ray. $175. Brand new eBay. And the guy's got a review rating of 1,900 positive. I mean, that was 101 too. ATS TV Nintendo stationery is such a amazing. In a moving car. Definitely sucks. Yeah, well, all right. So let's get down to business. So the economy is basically hurting, as you all know. And so basically, definitely want to watch TV. Basically, when it comes to the triggers I have, for example, I was talking to people, and they say, it's not my job to financially support Chloe. That's the bottom. I'm not attacking Chloe in any way, shape, or form. I know Chloe's mom wants her to have a job. Chloe wants a job too, but she'd have to leave the island, and it's up to her to decide, not me. I can't just sit there and say, Chloe, you're having her buy her new hoodie dress, say, out the door. You're out, you're staying out. I can't do that. That's cold-hearted of me. Now, Chloe thinks I want her gone out of my life. Thing is, I don't want her out of my life. I want her to realize that, taking care of two people in my income is hard. I mean,
it's hard. I understand that.
Now, we have some good resources on the island, but it's not that good, you know. I mean, for example, let me put it this way. The guy the other day, okay, I found out the other day, right? I was minding my own business, you know, and enjoying life, and guy comes around, Chloe doesn't know this, and I was talking to someone else the other day, and I said, yeah, I mean, we went through this place, right? I won't go into detail, but it's a mobile dental van. It's actually a motorhome. Anyways, the dentist has this thing where if the tooth's bad enough, he'll pull it. Otherwise, you fill it. The fillings that he likes to do cheaper, right? Problem is, he likes to use the drill and watch people squirm. Apparently, that's one of his fetish things for pain. Since I wasn't playing his game, he threw me out of his RV, basically saying, you know, until you're ready to have a filling, you can let your teeth rot. Now, my teeth rot another year or two, they'll just pull it, you know. He said, oh, there's no infection, you're good. Thing is, there is no infection right now, but you wanted to fill it. I don't want it filled. I want it pulled. I mean, look, the guy didn't even, the guy gets money per business, per transaction, even though he does it, right? I went in there, I waited like this in the chair. 10 minutes, he's like, oh, mopping. Next, you know, out the door I went. He wasn't gonna pull it. Oh well, you know, your Chloe's different. But that's just one thing. Now with me, with the resources, I've secured electricity extra with electricity of it, but it was through God. Now the reason it's through God is because God's looking after us. Now you can say, oh well, you know, God doesn't like me a real woman, so there's no God. Well, that's your opinion. Now, here's the thing I want to share with you all, okay, about the economy. All right? Now, the government's giving us extra food stamps. They're literally giving us extra food stamps for the month of January because they know if the government continues into March, there's no food. And by then, Chloe knows the job market's going to be so saturated with people getting out of government agencies, the government will just fracture, okay? Now, how does this affect the economy right now, okay? All right, here's how it goes, okay? Chloe probably realizes this. Now, let me give you an example. Give me a second. Are you eating that damn granola stuff again? And the toilet's wanting. I hate when the toilet runs. Makes the water taste. Okay. So remember in the first video I talked about video games, right? Now this is 160. This one is 70, and the other one is approximately 50. Okay, so 260 $260 worth, okay? We're taking a massive hit. Let's just say I'm taking a massive hit, okay, if I sell them. But in this economy, sometimes you might need to take a massive hit. Definitely got to take a massive hit. No, Ray, we don't have to. Basically, the reason I was going to do it is I was going to get a Switch game for Chloe's birthday. I wasn't willing, okay? But talking to the guy about food, you know, and he was going to bring me some, wasn't fair for Chloe. I mean, for all we know, he could bring me 4 Big Macs, and Chloe be like, no, I don't like Big Macs. And you know, the thing is, he gets 3 games that are unopened, and I get 1 game and a bag of Big Macs or a bag of burgers, for example. That's not a good deal. So for his, maybe he thinks it's a good deal because of the economy, right? Yes. And, you know, there's other people that say hold on to it. You can wait a little longer. You can buy the game. I mean, what if, hypothetically, for our next month, I just go buy 1 game, the same game, let's just say hypothetically, and a box of underwear and some socks, okay? And the usual supplies that mailed in, okay? Mm-hmm. So technically, I go ahead and do that, all right? Now, I've already talked to people, right? Several people out there that message me, family especially, and says that's not ladylike.
Mm-hmm. Bite me.
Now, I stuck my tongue out if you didn't see that. I was being a smart ass, but honestly, no, I'm not biting you. No. Honestly, that whole thing, it isn't ladylike, but, you know, sometimes we have to belch. Yeah, 'cause like the bearded guy we saw the other day eat so much food from KFC. He's got another one out to eat like a box meal at Burger King, by the way. But back to the truth and the story. So the economy's hurting, okay? Now I could buy one game and I'll still be better. But the problem with the economy nowadays is you got to look at the big picture. People sit there and say, well, the big picture is you're going to need. I'm not going to need anything. Okay, now here's the big picture. A lot of people sit there.
All gassy and stuff.
Yeah, and I gotta smell it. Anyways, a lot of people want to hear me say this. There's a shit eating bridge. You know, I got my damn nose covered. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is gassy McFart bags over there. The thing I'm trying to say is financially, okay. Damn, that stinks. Is that financially, people sit there and say, you want to throw a Super Bowl party. It's going to cost you a lot. Now, I was going to have a friend come by and do a Super Bowl party. We're going to have some drinks. But here's how it works, okay? Now, unless I want to give us each frozen pizza at 99 cents, the problem is it's going to be pretty bad, okay? The Super Bowl is just Super Bowl. Now, if the internet's down by then, why basically add what do you call it? The Sony Vue to my account just to tether the Super Bowl for one Super Bowl session on my phone through the thingy to the TV. I mean, it's possible. The other thing they tell me is, well, can't you do something else? Well, the other thing is I pay the internet bill, which is due. We just have to get the bill. And like I bitched about, the internet is running slower than hell. So unless I fix it, there's no point. So Super Bowl party could or could be not there. But people tell me right now, the way the economy is, if it's not going to be saved by the end of this month, say by the 31st pay night, then I got to cut corners myself to survive, which the entire month of February is going to be hurting more because of, issues. I mean, think of it this way, okay? We get our food stamps refilled. Well, Chloe does. She buys her groceries, which is fine. She stretches out her groceries, which is fine. I get paid the end of the month. My bill goes all the way to the end of March. It goes into, again, March. And then I got to stretch it out to April. Meanwhile, financially, it's going to hurt everyone around us because basically financially no one is everything's hurting. So basically, for me, financially supporting two people on one income, some people say it's a dream. It isn't. I mean, literally, the Super Bowl party. Well, let's break it down, okay? You want a Super Bowl party? Let's just say the Patriots and the Chiefs go to it, or whatever team, or the other team, whatever one. Okay, let's just say it's a doozy, and we watch it. We go and get the shrimp ring, $20 right off the top. We eat it. We crap it out. The Safeway Hormel thing, it's like $5 a cheese platter thing, or $10. Again, we eat it, we fart, and we shit it out. I say fart because the little farting McCuter box over there just tooted again.
Yeah, we're animals. We fart.
Well, at least you classify yourself as an animal. I consider myself a human.
Well, I am human too, but the thing is,
someone needs to keep the delicate nasal passages of mine away from gas. I mean, it stinks, and she's just sitting there like a little kid rolling around in mud, going, hee, not caring about the smell.
Why should I care?
Because there's other people around. See? Now, back to
I care about other people. All other people do to me is say I'm a piece of shit.
Well, then I must basically say you're a piece of shit, and you're basically doing this to me too to punish me, it seems. And I don't talk and say she's a piece of shit. I've never have. She just wants to do that. I'm just going to throw this out here and go off a limb and say, because she wants to. and she wants to gas people out. See how evil smile I am, or joking? Okay, back to honest. Back to everything that I'm saying. Basically, the economy's hurting to the point where if you're looking at the Super Bowl, let's just go through this, okay? I'm going to go through Safeway's ad for a minute, just so you can see if the phone's working. There we go. You can see Safeway. It's loading up the ads, all right? You can't see it because the ads and the screen and everything else and where the screen is. All right, so let's just go to weekly ad, all right? Now, I always go through the weekly ad, okay? Now, let's just go down the list for starters. Meats and seafoods, okay? Now, there's these small snacking plates, okay? Hillshire Farm snacking plates. You got crackers and you got cheese and you got, well, what do you got here anyways? It won't let me know, okay? But anyways, you got the Hillshire snacking plates, right? That's 2 for $5. That's not bad, but they're like basically like Lunchables. They're real tiny. You don't get enough. So if you just continue going down the list, okay, and I'm just saying this. So for example, here, Hormel party trays, $9 a thing. You got cheese, meats, crackers, and more cheese and meat. So there you go. That's all you get, okay? $9. So what people are sitting there and they're like, oh well, the thing is I've been thinking about this problem, and I want to share with you what I think, but I want to share it with you out of love and kindness, okay? For example, like I look at forget that's beverages, meats, right? So I already went through meats and seafoods. You got dairy, eggs, and cheese, and so forth. Yet some of the things I look at in the dairy, like this, $5 for this, $3 for that, and going to Safeway for good ideas is great, but what happens in the long run? I mean, $9 for this. I mean, look, 2 for $7 for Tillamook ice cream bars. Okay. I mean, literally, I'm not talking through my ass, but I have a reason for economics 101, okay? In the beginning, living simply and fun started with, you got to live simply and fun, but at the same time, you got to live and eat proper. Aaron and I didn't eat properly. Aaron died from the properness. But look what happened. So, like, for example, beers and spirits, I look over that stuff all the time. And, for example, if I'm doing what do you call it? Super Bowl party, I look at the liquor and I'd be like, okay, $14 a bottle for Jim Beam. But this is this week's deals. The E&J XO brandy, love a good brandy now and then. Brandy's not bad. Then you got some other stuff. I started some Corbel's brandy that just was nasty, and I put wine in it. But, the bottom line is if you look at all these boozes, right, and you look at it from a point of view, it shows that there is some, what do you call it, problems, and bottom line is the problems is because of the economy, and so when people sit there and they look around, right, and they say, oh well, it's like this, the problem is the economy is hurting to the point of no return. And the reason I say this is because if you look at the thing, okay, and people sit there and say, well, it's for the best of the country that we do this or we do that. The best of the country is not to go ahead and do what you're doing. What it is this, okay? Now, financially, okay, I'm going to break it down to, okay? Chloe just admitted that it's hard. Is Moppy actually got down off you?
No.
It's hard to take care of two people. Chloe even agreed, and she's right. Problem is, I can't stress over certain things, I mean, look, when I'm sitting there, okay, and here's how I am. I'm up. Uh-oh. What? I think he took a shit. And I got a feeling he did.
Did he?
Maybe he's asking to go.
All right, I'll take him.
All right, so thank you. Basically, let's just put it this way, okay? Comes to Chloe. Come here, Mom. Oh, yeah, look at him. There he goes. Between Chloe, right? Basically turning around and financial, okay? There's triggers, okay? One of the things I said in the first video is I was getting ready to wash my face up. I used a little shaving cream. And, I said, well, where is it? Well, we got into a little vocal scuffle about shaving cream. Now, I was looking at it and I'm feeling the can and I'm going, this is all we got, thinking I needed to get more. Now, with the bank screwing up and this screwing up and that screwing up and this happening and that happening, and somehow my card got dinged a couple extra dollars without me knowing, and I complained about it, and I'm contesting this, which is very rare. You guys don't hear me say, oh, well, I'm contesting this. I'm just like, whatever. But anyways, and on top of that, one of the things I want to say is I regret getting Chloe her dresses.
Because
financial reasons, and the fact that we're hurting on supplies. I mean, literally, we are hurting supply-wise. I mean, we have everything else. We just don't have shaving cream. I know if she gets some extra money, we're going to have to penny pinch and get shaving cream, but we also got to make sure to make a trip out to go to town. Chloe knows it. And by the way, I do want to say, not that it matters.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I see this.
12:35. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
So that one there's an old coot.
Who's an old coot?
You are.
Like me.
Nope. You're not tasty. You're too bony. So, there we go. That's a little revenge payback for doing it to my Dunkin' nasal passages. I should angle it about this way. And okay, honestly. Whoa, that's pretty stink. Oh, I can smell it straight through here. Woo! Have a whip.
At least it didn't come towards my nasal passages.
Don't worry, I'll just make sure to angle it that way next time. She doesn't have the power to cork me up either. Okay, can we get down to brass tacks? Because I know Mother Danny is probably laughing her ass off about that one. Okay, but okay. Now, financially, the thing is when it comes to triggers for me, it's financial. I mean, like, for example, I could sit there, right, end of the month, I'm getting ready to place orders and get things set up, and things get turned around. I mean, here's how I'm going to say it, okay? Now, Chloe might not like it. Chloe might sit there and say, and this might be funny for Chloe. She might turn around and say something like, like birthday money. If she gets birthday money. Oh, well, I might go and invest in buying this or that. She might want to hold on to it. I mean, she wants to buy a gift for herself, that's fine, but she might want to hold on to it because, let's just say, with this economy, the way it's going, and no one knows. Her mom's like, oh, don't worry, they don't got government help. Yeah, the question's when. I mean, if they're planning to have food stamps already issued by the 20th, I'm sorry to say, Chloe, in front of you, there's a problem right there. They're not getting. They know the government's gonna be pushing a lot longer of a shutdown than it should be. I mean, literally, I hear him. You want me to take him? I know you've been having too much cuddle time with him. You want me to take him?
You could take him.
Come here. Yeah, you're gonna stay in my coat here. You see? There we go. So let's talk, okay? Definitely like the Shih Tzu. Yeah, I like my Shih Tzu too. Okay. Basically, what's going to happen is yeah, I'm recommending this for all of you. Okay. If you are without a job, you better start penny pinching. You might not have a house. Okay. Here's what's going on. You're on food stamps. You better not sit there. And I'm going to say this out of love. What is it, Mom? I'm going to go as long as it goes. Come here, babe. This guy, I don't know why he's attached to her, but you know what? He's going to be just sitting here like this. There we go. Yeah, right. So the economy is hurting, okay? I know people that take their cash money, go to the casino, end up with 6-7 grand going, oh yeah, I got 6 or 7 grand. I'm great. I'm going to eat lobster all month. And then it's the people like that piss me off, Chloe. Pisses me off.
We're hurting.
We're hurting, and this person takes their fucking government check of $800, finds a way to turn it into $6,000-7,000 every month.
With the casino too.
Yeah, and this is in New York. I know someone in New York. What is it? Huh? Now back to the story, and the economy's hurting. Okay, everyone's hurting. Even Moppy's hurting. Look how baby is. Oh yeah, you know, between he needs a bath and a haircut and a. No, you know what? You need to block him from hopping up there.
Moppy, stop it. No more coming up here.
See, you're gonna have to put your foot down. So financially, it goes like this, everyone. Besides my coffee cup, I'm more sentient. So basically, the trigger is people sit there and it irritates me. I mean, I give just toss him down if you need to. You're not teach him. Look at him.
Yeah.
He wants to go out. He's going by the door.
Okay, I'll take him out.
So basically what's happening to you all is the financial aspect is a trigger to me. I mean, when people sit there and say, what keeps you going? I think they're in my heart. I hope and I feel there's change coming. But honestly, this is one of the parts of the aspect of financial. It doesn't come. I mean, like, for example, I talked to you about in a gentle terms, you know, the outburst yesterday. I didn't tell you the negative parts of the outburst. I know family will put 2 and 2 together and say, oh, that's terrible. Yeah, well, I don't talk about it anymore. But I will tell you that the negative outburst was just like borderline, okay? Not that it is borderline, but the other negative part was they wanted to leave. Well, that's fine and dandy. They could have left. People say, oh, well, why didn't you let them go? I did. Problem is, you know, there's 2 sides of the story. They could leave. You know, that's their business. My thing is I'd have to make sure I can secure this place for another year. And that could be easy if I'm living by myself. I have had no trouble with living by myself. Problem is, you know, the triggers and butting in the heads. We're like 2 bighorn sheeps with the full curl rams. We buck each other. Mentally, we're hitting each other like this mentally. And we're basically trying to challenge whose authority we are. Problem is, you know, a lot of people say I get intimidated and coerced and intimidation and, you know, conned and, you know, threatening and, you know, that's what people see. So they call these places, like I said. Financially, you know, the thing is I've been told, you know, I can't do everything. I mean, literally, you know, I've realized, you know, recently that during the entire economy shutdown where Social Security's 800 number ain't open, and I'm not paying for ferry fees. Now, mind you, ferry's expensive. It's $21 every time that me and Chloe, that's rough estimate, give or take 40 to 60 cents, okay? Give or take for financial to go over there. I'm not paying a whole month of ferry fees. Now, I mean, you can get 5 ferries, regular ferries, right? They give you like $5 off. But basically, let's just do it this way, okay? So let's just say Chloe had to spend an entire month. 1 month, right? Going to Social Security. Let's just say that's 20 days, okay? 20 days. That's $270 just in ferry fees. The ferry gets for them just to go and try to get Social Security. $20 freaking dollars. I mean that means 270. That's freaking 20 days. Okay, let's just say, and that's not including the medical records that I gotta pay. Now, with the government shut down, we got to think that the medical records aren't that important. Now, I will go into details of finances, okay, real quick. Economics 101. Now, as I said about the Super Bowl, okay, the government not opening up, can we afford a Super Bowl party?
No.
Maybe if we have 99-cent frozen pizzas, we can't afford the liquor. We can't afford the internet, actually, because basically, I'm concerned that by the 31st, if the government isn't open, we won't have a Super Bowl party. Literally, it's looking more and more like it's going to need to be. I mean, now don't get me wrong. I could probably place a 2-day special airborne delivery package or go into town to Walmart, right? Which adding the $20 fee, right, to go to the Anacortes, it's an additional $3 just to go down to Walmart. Now, mind you, there's a few little economic problems I want to tell you about going to Walmart. Okay, now I know Chloe's gonna sit there, and I care for her, but I'm just gonna point these out as a economic roadblock. Okay. Now, a lot of people say, "Oh, it's not that bad." It is when you got to get up early in the morning. Okay, here's the problem with the economic problems. Okay. Let's see, it's 12:45 now, right? We have taken 5:55 ferry. So I go to bed till 3 in the morning. Let's just say 3 in the morning. Arm gets up. I get 3 hours sleep. I'm like, so first thing I do is I take a shower. I get ready. Chloe's already had her bath. She's sleeping until like 4:30. We get ready to go. Bags packed. We go to them. We catch the ferry. Okay, let's just say we're going to Walmart. We get on the ferry at 5:50, 5:45, something like ferries and terminal. While we're waiting, Chloe says, "Oh, I'm gonna go take a nap." There he goes again. Guess you're just gonna give in then.
All right, I'm gonna have to take him out, and after that, he better not hop up on me.
He will. He wants your attention. Oh, my Shih Tzu. I got him. So basically, what has happened is, here you go, is basically. What has happened is, for example, we get Walmart. We buy lunch. Let's just say food's not cheap, okay? So Chloe knows the prices. Then Chloe gets kind of bitchy and like, I looking at the financial block of it every time I go into the galley. It ends up between $20 and $30 for 2 of us. And that's just one way, not including the ferry ticket. And then, when we get to town, and I'm saying this is economics 101. I'm being myself here when I say this. When we get to town, we go to town, right? And your Subway, sometimes not. Like the last FC, the first time was great, bad, but making it look how cutie is. Yes, the point I'm making is this, all right? I love every one of you. Is look at the finances just to go. Okay, we live on an island. I can spend $20, $23. I could go to ferry food. 96 mega rolls. Pop that in dollars. Find a few items you need at Walmart. Put it in a box. 2-day shipping. Done. Instead, you got to pack up, go into town, and look around. I mean, yeah, you're paying maybe $4.25 for a 4-pack of those frozen pizzas. I've tried to get them on the island here. They want nearly like $10 for a 4-pack of these frozen pizzas. And then they're like, "Oh, well, you can't get them cheaper. You can get them cheaper at Walmart, but you got to take $20 to go on the ferry." So if you're paying $10 for 4 pizzas and you're spending buying 10 of those pizzas for $10, you saved your money, but you got to look at economics. So I've been looking at all the economics and doing dry stuff, and one of two trying to be equal with Chloe. I spent a lot of money, and the girls that I did the wedding for, they spent a lot of money. I'm saying them on us, and by the time we got home, there was more money less than there was, etc. I mean, every time we wanted something, we're waiting to get home, from the deli or the little concession stand. It's $8 for a fucking sandwich. $8 for a fucking sandwich. $40 a beer and this and that. By the time we got on the ferry, just have a couple beers and sandwiches, another $40. In the end, the money dwindled so fast because of the ladies' help. Because of that, you got to realize that, when you have money, it's kind of spending foolhardishly, So right now, what I'm trying to say is don't spend foolishly in this economy. Look and watch. Now, if you can stretch out something until you can stretch it out until the economy, everything gets back to order, that's fine and dandy, but I'm kind of concerned. I mean, look at baby. Look at my baby. He's just sitting here sleeping on my lap. So, yeah, look at him. He's waiting to go potty.
Okay, I'll be taking him, okay?
And so it brings us back to the Economics 101. So when it comes to Amazon Express or Google Express or Amazon, those are the two marketplaces, or Target or Walmart, that I go through. Fortunately, when you got a penny pinch, you got to ask yourself, can this basically be put on hold? Can this be put on hold? If you can say yes, you can put more money towards what's needed than not to worry. Look at it this way. Next month, okay? Well, like I said, Super Bowl. We've talked about the Safeway part of the end of it. Shrimp ring $20, cheese platter $20, this $20. What if I told you every time I want to do ribs, right? Usually he sells ribs where I can barbecue myself, or I can buy them already pre-barbecued by him, smoked ribs. Yeah, I know, Mop. So technically, let's just say if I want a beef brisket, it's $10 a pound. 3 pounds, $30. That's smoked by himself. If I wanted a summer sausage sandwich and I need summer sausage, let's say I need 2 pounds of that, it's $16. You look at the math of the economy. If I want pork chops, that's $80 for a block of 15 pounds. You can see the math, though, right? Economy is okay. People like us will survive, but we have to penny pinch. Right now, we got a penny pinch like it's not going out of style. There's programs out there that can help you. Come on. The bottom line is you got a penny pinch. Just let them hop up there.
All right.
Penny pinching is the way to go right now because, frankly, the economy's hurting. So, like I said, penny pinching is something that I wanted to share with you economic-wise. Basically, before you sit there and think about
what?
I'm talking about Super Bowl parties, not you in general.
Okay.
You're a Super Bowl party. Let's see if you can afford it. And if you have no job, don't take a chance. I don't have a job, but I'm literally worried about, what's going on. And, sorry, I was just looking at my wound over here. But the point I'm making is this. And it's a wound from surgery from last year. Point I'm making is look around. The economy is basically stale right now. The government ain't opening, and they're not going to open. And yet every time you turn around, you got people turning and saying, oh, well, it'll get better. It'll only get better if the government opens up with no strings attached. If you have strings attached, then there's problems. Now, one of the things is I was trying to say is when it comes to things like I was telling on Chloe might need to hoard some money. Literally, and etc. Yeah, I gotta cut corners. Now, a lot of people have told me, and this is something I want to share with you all. One of my family members, Chloe doesn't like, by the way. She has no reason not to like the person. But one of my family members, I'm trying to help on a project, said that they felt so bad they couldn't pay me. I don't care about money. What I'm doing it is out of the loveness, kindness of my heart. Plain and simple. That's why people say, oh, you're being taken advantage of by Chloe. Well, let me put it this way. I'll tell you what, if any of you out there is a passable transgendered woman that can try to replace Chloe, why don't you step up, come out here on your own dime, and we'll talk. Because frankly, I don't think any of you have transgendered or not genetic cisgender women that are cute have the balls to try to replace her. Now, I know a lot of people out there that say, oh, yeah, she's replaceable. Problem is like I said, I'm hoping through powers of love and compassion that she can change. I mean, literally, that's the second part of the economics 101 is, when it comes to certain things. I mean, I've seen her red as a beet. Literally, and I'm going to make a joke here because I can. I care for her. Sitting here one day, okay, this is before I went to the smoke shop, and I had a little dip piece left. I was hoarding to get it off the ferry, right? And I mean, I've never seen a red as a beet. I mean, like a hag raven from Skyrim, just going and clawing you for that. It's like here you go. But it was more of a, But when I got some, I was fine. The only problem is the guy basically made a mistake. I made a mistake, and then things happen. But the economy, the thing is when it comes to going out there again, let's just say hypothetically we get some finances coming in, like $40 or $60 or whatever we're supposed to get. I might make a trip out there just to buy a full roll of dip, maybe 2 rolls just to get through. I was trying to make a deal with the guy that if you want to bring food, he can bring food, dip, and he can buy the game. He didn't like the idea of going to the casino. I mean, literally. Maybe he's a young man, whatever, but I like my skull. Okay, now I'm not really fond of the mint. The mint's not bad, but the mint's not good either. It's just spearmint is a limited edition. So, problem is like I was telling a family member, I said, yeah, I got 5 cans of skull. And I ended up and 5 cans of 2 rolls, and I lost like 3 cans. I got 7 in there. They're saying, well, you should have had 10. You should have given 1 out as love. Keep the rest. Thing is, they're angry that I mean, I've seen basically arguments where family member says, well, what's the argument about? Walking down the hill, hypothetically, it's economic 101. I got to get my dip. All of a sudden, it has to do with barbecuing cigarette tobacco. Again, the family turns around and friends and everyone else and says, oh, we're going to call this agency on them. All because they're basically attacking you verbally attacking you about tobacco. I mean, literally, this is the crap I go through on a daily basis. And people sit there and say, oh, well, we're protecting you. I mean, I would like to have them leave it alone. I mean, look, okay, here's how it is. Okay, economics 101. Unless she gets Social Security, it's going to be a long battle, all right? Chloe's mom realizes it's either Social Security or not. She wants to get a job, then Chloe's mom's saying, get a job, get out of here. If you're going to get on disability, advocate and you stay here. Thing is we don't know which way to turn right now. I mean, literally. I mean, I got 3 sets of records due in, and none of them are in. I got to pay $70. Now, I could sit there and look at Chloe and say, before we go and get these records, well, Social Security's got to pay for anyways because she wants me to proofread them, find out if there's anything negative that makes her look bad. I could sit there and say, before I pay the $70, before we go into Social Security, you're going to, I mean, look, economics 101 is not just an economics thing, okay? There's a lot of big complications living on an island. There's complications about living in Moses Lake, and I'll get to it right now. One of the things is should I do a part 3? Because it's over an hour already. All right, stay tuned for part 3. I'll be right back. I need to get a refill of my coffee. Thank you, and God bless you.